I have lifted the suspension order, and I do so instantly, and it takes effect immediately. The honorable members so affected are permitted now to enter the presence of the House. I must say that they complied. They actually complied with the orders.
Yamashofo in Akwaba, Edoba, Amisi TV, yes, and the parliament is sitting. Honestly, somebody is sitting there. A lot of controversy. When some more update about MPP for Mboko Giant and a black go more. After that, no, Parliament is sitting. Me no can say Speaker of Parliament. Now Ubia expect say Speaker of Parliament. A suspension de ama 4 MP. Me no can say the Speaker of Parliament. Right Honorable Sumano Babin. The suspension the man nipa 4 MP 4. Speaker of Parliament I withdraw. Has suspension 4 now. What ma in nipa 4 na me no can say.
We will not be able to put committees in place, including that of the Privileges and Immunities Committee. And the standing orders grant me the power and authority to do what I did. And clearly, the jurisprudence are very clear that when contempt is committed in facie curia, you don't proceed to set up another committee or court or whatever to investigate and submit a report. And so I referred to the one in Parliament. My very good honorable member, you are at liberty, even after this, to proceed anywhere. I have no problem meeting you in court, but that's where I was farming for many years before I became a member of Parliament. So I have lifted the suspension order, and I do so instantly, and it takes effect immediately. The honorable members so affected are permitted now to enter the presence of the House. I must say that they complied. They actually complied with the orders. And the standing orders are clear. And presence of Parliament is defined. And we have the men and women to enforce the law. And they actually did enforce the law. So I want to commend the members and also the law enforcement agencies.
Peaceful, actually, so Kenya, what I say, the new members, and I said the MPR, Omo suspension, we hear me say the Omombra, chambers back, Yambo China, Inti, Obese. And then will be a Speaker of Parliament, that suspension of the 4 MPs, Eddie a few home in Tiano, and will be a after that, no, you be queen him, young court in some of Parliament and Casankas. In some of Parliament, Nibi, Afenyo Markin, Sisia, the finally, Wabab one team, Abro Nam TV, Sunny radio, so when the day obey a popular pan. Or Nam TV, Sun radio, so in a campaign, or a Totoma, the Cregy, or Parliament House, Nadia, and the Omukupi Monde, Speaker of Parliament, HSA. A canison Afenyo Markins in Sembi Wakafa Crejino. Crejina serve almost 19 years in Parliament. They are the best in conform Parliament House so far. 19 years here. Wa Oma serving some of the MPs ni bikura. What I say? Wa Oma serving even on one kasa Afenyo Markins so. That
to the orders 2663 and 271B. The clerk does works to the chair as the clerk to Parliament works to the Speaker. The clerk to a committee is the principal advisor to the committee, just as the clerk to Parliament is the principal advisor to the Speaker. Even if the clerk had erred, subjecting her to public ridicule and humiliation, where she had no opportunity to respond, was entirely inappropriate. Where an error is alleged to have occurred, we must be civil and careful in drawing the attention of the appropriate authorities to it, and not fall for the temptation to drag the name of an officer into disrepute.
No Oma Sevichin on Afenyo Markins and Kasankasa because 19 years in Parliament today Oma Seviache and Kasankasa in tea and Yadi Ombe to me you medi in tea Afenyo Markins so about wanting Abe voice out our chest or any chita for a MP before no almost three so many crejino a pay to my they were not always apologies can say always say the leader of the crazy in the Parliament House Jan Sakan Musisia or so sre on one a kai bo pacho say ono mina be adwumabom na de pepeye aba yenti na okai abra no de apacho edemom.
And he and I have a long relationship. I don't mind he saying that publicly. It is for the good of all of us. Today I'm 46, tomorrow I may be 50, and I will not be the same person. We grow, we learn, we mature. If Kwame is saying that he knows the family, and my outpour, please, it doesn't mean anything. Please. We've been in this house for some time, I beg you. If Kwame holds a view that he knows the family, my reaction on the conduct of our clerk has resulted in some trauma to the family. He knows the family, I don't know the family. And the lady in question. Let me, Mr. Speaker, unreservedly say, what's her name? I want to mention the name in full. Please. I will do it. Mr. Speaker, let me unreservedly say to the clerk to the appointment committee, Mrs. Gifty Jagger Goba, I am sorry. Let me also say to her husband, Mr. Speaker, she bears Mrs. Let me also say to the husband, the lovely husband, that my comment in respect of internal matter, if as a husband he is traumatized by this, I hereby unreservedly apologize to him as a husband. To the children, let me unreservedly say sorry to the children. Let me unreservedly say sorry to the extended family, those close and dear to her who are affected by my outpour of disappointment in her conduct. And to all her colleagues in the parliamentary service, including colleagues who felt that I could have managed the matter better. Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry. I again apologize unreservedly, and I know that with all discussions held, we would be able to work better in spite of some reservations that we may have. Mr. Speaker, let me emphasize that even as we were resolving this matter, at least I've had a better approach. This afternoon we met. I had the opportunity of looking at drafts and she making corrections, and relationship has been restored. She and I did not have a bad blood. She knows the relationship, the former relationship I had with her in our work. Except that, Kwame, I have been a majority leader before. I was in that black seat. You were here opposite. The standard she held in respect of dealings between the majority and the minority leader was what perhaps compelled my reaction. Because, please, colleagues, a man must be heard. Please. A man must be heard. Please, please, please. She held us to such a high standard, and I felt that the same treatment could come from her whilst we are in minority.
Yes, this is how Afenyo Markin the apologies echo edema the crack in the Parliament House and all the above a fair and what I say Umuwi no bia etwa so e de kontimi ka say this is here Afenyo Markins the horrendous apology the ama the crack in the Parliament House. At the same time, the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Sumano Babwin, I withdraw the statement and I say 4 MPs I am suspension. So if you mobile Parliament in 2 weeks time no, this year my boycott to a year for and this year that 4 MPs no, almost expecting say nyame watching a sit in a because on the human Parliament House. Abra MPP for boku giant black at the same time so no, almost ye emani and